God allows suffering because the ends justify the means. And this also you can extrapolate against all things you experience. So the ends to suffering justifies prosperity. Pretty much always. Pretty much always in one way or another. The body goes back into the ground, it goes back into the universe, whatever. But, if this process were to stop, things would stop. That's not false, right? If things were to stop, they would stop. I think that's kind of obvious. So, like, if nobody ever died, there would be a problem. If no dinosaurs ever went extinct, it would be a problem. You know what I mean? Like, shit just has to go bad. So that means that the ends do justify the means. And God says so. Faggot. So fucking, it's literally true. The ends always justify the means. Please present a counter argument. Why would they not? You're playing God. Okay, so the next argument would be, well, who are you to play God? The death penalty is a strange one. That's a strange one. So the argument kind of becomes basically, how much are you willing to get involved with the way things turn out in the end, regardless of if the ends justify the means or not. So, would you pull the lever on the train track to save 5 people, but since you're pulling it, you're killing the one person on the other side of the track? But if you didn't pull it, the 5 would die anyway. So it's like, well, how much are you willing to stop is the question that kind of goes person to person. That one's definitely a lot more difficult to answer. Maybe one of the most difficult questions to answer is that. Maybe the hardest question to answer is, damn, it's hard to even say it. How far are you willing to interfere? How much do you play into personal sovereignty? And do you believe that personal sovereignty and personal individuation over time is the only way? Yes or no? Question, by the way, I actually want you to answer this. Yes or no, do you believe that personal individuation and self-sovereignty, at least at first, is the only way to achieve utilitarianism in the end? Yes or no, do you believe that? Yes or no? It should be an easy question to answer. It should be. It's a yes or no. I don't think that's a complicated question. It's a yes or no, and I think, if you think yes, you're on one side, and if you think no, you're on the other side, and that distinction houses a lot of your political ideologies, like near the end of the snake. That is your line of reasoning. It's a very long snake, or an anaconda. So near the end is, what you spit out in public and talk about, and the decisions you make and things like that, and the way you feel about things. And at the head of the snake is this ethical dilemma, which is one that you should definitely answer. So